So it's exactly 24 hours since I took that shot, and what a fantastic shot it was. I was really pleased with it. I think it's going to be the best shot of the week, certainly on Mull. I can't imagine bettering that one. I was very, very happy with it, and what a fiasco, all those midges. It was absolutely horrible. I've dashed out tonight in the hope of capturing a nice shot of this river behind me that flows into Loch Beg. Now, last night I had the midges. Tonight I'm getting rain showers, and we've just one moving in now, so I'm going to make this really quick. Dive in the car for 10 minutes and wait for it to pass. But the idea is that I'm going to shoot the stream looking towards the mountains beyond, and what I'm hoping is that those dark brooding clouds will create some nice colours and tones within the water as it flows over the rocks. Now, there is one difficulty in that as this rain moves over, I'm probably not going to get that lovely detail for a little while. Who knows? I'm going to take some cover, let it pass, and then nip down there and see what I can find. Okay, so I'm moving position. I got down where I thought it was going to be the best, but in order to take advantage of that light that you can see behind me, I need to be on the other side of the river. Now, there is a nice lead-in on that side that I can shoot, so I'm going to head there now. So I'm going to be really quick because I'm losing the light now. I got to the other side, and in the end I didn't like it for a number of reasons. One which I'm not going to disclose in this video, you'll see that in another video, but I didn't like the composition, so I've got back here as quick as I could while the light is still happening. Lined the composition up. It's a vertical manual exposure, f14 at 2-second exposure. What I've done is I've used the waterfalls that's coming round from this right hand side to help create my lead in, which then takes your eye round to the trees and to the main fall just on the left hand side there, and the whole thing is helping to lead your eye to the distant mountains in the background. And these lovely dark brooding clouds are enhanced by a 0.3 neutral density grad, and all in all it's a really nice pleasing composition. I think there's better to be had here, but given the amount of time that I've got and the way that the light's changing, I need to be taking it. So here goes. 2-second timer. Yeah, really quite a nice shot, quite pleased with that. I'm probably going to leave it now, the light has gone. I'll stick that on now, but hopefully, fingers crossed, all being well, weather permitting, I'll be back on the shores of the loch in the morning, hoping to photograph Ben Moore, so I'll see you then. So I'm back on the shores of Loch Scriddon, where I'm hoping to shoot Ben Moore this morning. Now, all week this week we've had a lot of cloud, and not one opportunity has arisen where I've been able to dart back early morning and shoot the mountain in the light that I wanted. Today is my very last day on Mull, and I've just come down, come what may, this morning. I looked out of the bedroom window. The light was looking promising. There's quite a lot of clear stuff. I can't actually see the horizon because of the mountains, but it's looking really promising. There's a bit of cloud cloaking the top of the mountain at the moment, but that might colour up and it might look really good. But there's one slight problem in that, because I've only got this one opportunity, I'm having to go with the tide, come what may. You know, the composition that I had earlier in the week has completely gone. It's underwater, and I'm not even sure if I can find another composition. So at the very least I'll get a shot of the mountain, but compositionally I've literally got a quarter of an hour to find something in this low light. So I'm going to shut this off now, and I'm going to go and dash over there, over to where there's a bit of salt marsh, and hopefully try and find a channel or a pool or something to use as a bit of foreground. Okay, so I found a location just over there that's alright. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Now, there was a pool that I found when I was scouting around after the shoot the other morning, and it's there behind me. You can just about see it. because it's a little bit further out towards the edge of the loch, away from the shelter back there, there's quite a lot of ripple on it, and that's not ideal. I would have liked a nice reflection in it. And also, because the tide's been up, it's lost the shape that it had, that drew me to it initially. I'm just going to get the camera out now quickly and do a handheld shot just to see how it looks on the back of the camera, but there's every chance I'm going to go back there. Right, so I had a quick look, and it's too big. It's just too big. It's got a cumbersome shape about it that I'm not happy with. So I'm going to shoot back over there, and come what may, I will be shooting that location regardless. So I'm back in position, and if nothing else, I'm nice and warm with all the running around. So I've set this composition up. It's slightly different to what I originally saw. I've come to some smaller, tiny little pools that have helped to form a base to the composition. And what they are, there's a ring of these little, almost like tiny water-filled holes in the salt marsh that form a ring around a small island. And I've got the camera on a vertical composition, and I've used that circle to form the base of the composition. Now, there is a slight problem in that to the right, the ring of pools is interrupted by a complete mass of water where the tides come up to it, but it's not that bad. I'm fairly happy with it. I would have preferred, had it been a complete ring of pools, it would have formed a nice complete base. At the moment, the sky's colouring up in places. The high cloud are now catching the cloud that's around the summit of Ben More. I'm just taking shots all the time. Are just starting to clear from the summit a little bit. They sort of come and go. I've taken about 5 or 6 images so far, but there's one real big problem with this particular composition this morning, that the clouds, they're all blowing in that direction, over towards where the sun's rising in the east, and it's leaving a huge big open empty space to the left of the composition where there's no cloud. On occasions that cloud does drift and it fills the gap, and that may well be the shot that I put on at the end, but there's various shots that I'm taking, and some are nicer than others, but I can't say there's any one yet that really makes me sort of want to jump up and down with excitement. It's just not happening, but the images are reasonably good. It's not a bad effort considering what I'm up against this morning. So at last I'm getting some luck. I'm getting some colour in the cloud, and the cloud's filled up ever so slightly to the left hand side of the composition. I have changed the shot ever so slightly. I've moved just to the right a little bit, just to try and take advantage of the colours as they're happening. Filtration, I've also added a lee little stopper just to increase the exposure time, because there's quite a lot of ripples on the surface of the water which I want to try and get rid of, and try and introduce some of the reflected colour from the sky. I've still got those nice ringer pools. I'm still not 100% happy with the way that they're not joined up on the right hand side of the frame, but overall, considering what I've been up against this morning, that's not a bad shot. I'm just going to take that now, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Fingers crossed. I don't think it's the world beater that I really hoped it would. I haven't got that nice low cloud just below the summits, but the summit of Ben More is showing ever so slightly, which is something at least. It's a really long exposure. I'm on focal length of 24mm, f18, 30 seconds. Yeah, really happy with that. So I don't, you just never know with landscape photography how wonderful it is. I'd almost wrapped up, and I'd done that little piece that you just saw. I was reasonably happy with the shot. I don't know whether you can just see that to the right of me. There's the most beautiful rainbow, and yeah, it's nice, but I'm not going to shoot it because the composition's not right for it. But I stuck with the shot of Ben More, and oh, nearly fell in. And you just never know with landscape photography. You just never know what you're going to get, and that's what I love about it more than anything else. The the clouds, the rain clouds sort of moved in over the top of the mountain, and it really got very, very moody very, very quickly, and that big blue patch on the left hand side that was bothering me in the earlier photograph filled in. And I've got the Lee little stopper on, and I've also got the 0.6 neutral density for the sky as it was, but what I ended up doing was using my 0.3, and I don't have enough slots on my filter holder for it, so I was just holding it at the front and feathering the edge just to create a bit more drama. But you can see it's really filled in a lot now, that scene. And the shot that I've just got, I'm going to put it on now, but looks fantastic. It's sort of, you've got this lovely swirl of the clouds and this light hitting it from underneath, and it's just created this beautiful pinky hue to the shot. I hope it translates on the computer screen now like it does on the back of this monitor, because it looks really dramatic. And what an end to the week. I'm so pleased with that. Like I say, if it comes out, I'll be over the moon. It's not what I had in my mind's eye, but it's certainly a cracking shot. Really happy with it. Everything was against me this morning, but managed to pull something out of the bag. At least I think I have. So, as always, if you've enjoyed the film, please subscribe. Leave some comments below. I love to see the comments. It's what really drives me forward with these films. But that's it from the edge of, from the shores of this loch and Benmore. Hopefully I will see you in the next one over at Iona, where I'll be for another week, heading there today. So I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.